Good morning, Maureen. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the My Tarot Morning Reflection, our daily inventory and chance to check in and take a breath. Good morning, Angelina. Oh, my gosh. So I hope everybody's day was okay yesterday. I hope your day was a little bit better than average. Started snowing, now it's just kind of wet outside. So that might be the last snow for the season since we are now going into March here. And I tell you, that was a tease. The day before it was, yeah, good morning, Jenny, you know this. No, I didn't see the eclipse. But so over the weekend, we had 60-degree weather. Then the very next day, it drops down like 30 degrees to start snowing yesterday. What a tease. Maryland always does that. So, but what are we doing here? I did not check to see if it was for the eclipse. I am 1st of June. She is third love reunion. Oh, well, hello there. Hello. This is just a morning meditation for everybody in the world. I don't do online individual readings because I feel I need the connection with somebody. But if you ever fly to Maryland, just look up MyTarot.org and I would be more than glad to give you a free reading. Just remind me who you are. So, again, well, it's the My Tarot Morning Reflection. We're going to just get that reminder to take a breath. And good morning, Jenna. But about the eclipse, it's I had the impression that it was not going to be visible in our area, so I didn't even bother. Although I needed sleep really bad last night. So, now that it sounds like I'm all over the place, I'm going to take that breath. Listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. Getting that light switch to click that says, oh, it's time to go into that other zone. Making sure feet are flat on the floor. Rolling the ankles because that feels so good on the calf. Having the butt do the kitty dance. And then the shoulders. With that breath. And the neck. There we go. And this is how we get tuned in to saying, what does the universe have for us today? Good morning in India. I have several friends in Sri Lanka. I have, let's see, who do I know in India? It's funny. You will be my friend in India then. Because I know several people from Sri Lanka. But I can't think of anybody that I know personally from India. That's interesting. I have a very diverse friend group. So consider me your friend. So let's switch here. This is our chance to check in with the universe, see if we have any angers or resentments, anything that might trigger us throughout the day, where if we can just take a look at it now, maybe instead of reacting, we'll take a breath, go outside. It's one of those things that we do just to meditate, whether it's yoga, whether it's tarot, whether it's just finding a nice corner and staring at a candle. It's a way to switch that light switch and then listen to what's going on inside. So I am going to make our 3 stacks because I'm done rambling. I am a rambler this morning, aren't I? No. I know Sri Lanka's not. I know it's south of there. But I'm sitting there and I was thinking, who do I know in India? I get the feeling I know people from India, but not who's in there right now. But I get the feeling it's like somebody's there right now, and I can't remember who. So, I know, it's like saying, I know somebody from South America instead of North America. Yes, that's weird. I am very weird. I admit that. So here we have our 3 stacks. Each one's a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one's a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path. Because this stack will lead down one path. This stack will lead down a totally different path compared to this conversation, which would take us in a totally different direction. So this morning, let's take the bottom stack, or what I like to think of as things that are underneath that might be influencing us, and we don't even realize it. And I'm going to do our 3 in 1. So I'm going to flip each card over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. And yes, this is the exciting part because we never know what that first card's going to be or where that will lead us. So the first card, 2 of coins. So coins are what? About home, health, finances, all the things that keep us grounded. 2s are about, well, balance, choices. And it's interesting how Pamela Coleman Smith has the water here. This is an image that kind of evokes trying to balance and not staying grounded. So when we read the tarot, we try and read based on the images that were presented. But 2s are about finding a balance and making our choices. So then we have the 5 of coins. So 5s are always challenges in the tarot. And as we see here, 5s, when we have 1 coin, that's a seed. We're planting something. We're going to grow something. 2, we have our choices of what to do with it. 3, choices are made. And then 4s are like 4 legs on a table. As I often repeat, 4 is it's that stability. And then, I mean, in life, something's always going to disrupt whatever's stable. It just happens. Doesn't matter whether it's a cold or whether something serious pops up. 5s are just that struggle that we go through sometimes. So it could be financial or it could be physical. But it's one of those things that we all go through. So this is kind of just reflecting on where are we at today and the choices we've made. So, for example, did I buy something that I shouldn't have and now I'm struggling with finances? Or my choices about my health, choices about my diet, the choices about the dessert I had last night. It's things like that that reflect, that can start leading us to the 5 of coins. But first we have to make the choice to say, I'm going to eat that extra orange cinnamon roll, which, man, they made orange cinnamon rolls and I made a choice last night and it's like, ugh, that is not helping me right now. So minors are the day-to-day cards. Remember, majors are the destiny cards, the ones that we really pay attention to. But this is the small choices we make each day that add up. So the next card is the Ace of Wands. So this is a realization. It's our choices that lead to, whether it's, again, coins, home, health, finances, anything that keeps us grounded. It's our choices that lead us to the 5 of coins. Sometimes, as I like to say, pain is the motivator, right? Sometimes we need to take a different action. So Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is an action. Ace, that seed. Wands are the element of fire. There are creativity, our fire, our energy, our passion. This is a decision that says, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I can give that example again of eating that orange cinnamon roll thing. Like, did I really need that? No, because I know that I'm not exercising. That's my choice. I'm not eating healthy. That's my choice. I know where it's leading. You know? And the only thing that's going to finally keep me from really experiencing the 5 of coins, it's going to be me taking action. And that's us taking an action. So instead of a cinnamon roll, orange glazed cinnamon roll, what is it that we can reflect on in our own life? The choices that we make, whether it's financial or health, that leads us to the 5. And then today it's like, you know what? Maybe today's the day I'm going to take an action. So let's take a look at the advice card. It is the King of Cups. So kings are what? Kings are the ones that take charge. Kings are the ones that, it's the adulting card. Kings take charge. Kings get things done. Kings make sure that the kingdom is okay. But he's the King of Cups. So kings are the element of air. Cups are the element of water. So notice how she even has like some, you know, the little wavy lines down here. But she does have a little fish right over here. So cups being the element of water, that's spirituality, emotions, and feelings. This is about taking charge, but also having empathy, compassion, and understanding. Not just saying, oh, did I eat that cinnamon roll? And boy, I'm a horrible person. The King of Cups is going to say, you know, it was good. We did what we had to do. But today is the day that we take action. So think about what it takes to do that change that we might have to make. Just that small change. Remember, it's all those small things that we do that lead to the major cards. It's all the positive things we do that lead to the positive major cards. It's the positive steps that we make that lead to a positive change. You know, this may be this morning that's going to remind me I am not going to have that extra cinnamon roll for breakfast. Or maybe this is going to say, you know what? I am going to not buy a new car. It's those things, again, that deal with our health and our homes and our finances. But today's the day that we can take a positive action. But again, asking the advice of the King of Cups, because the King of Cups is going to tell us the truth. You do not need to eat that extra cinnamon roll. But he's also going to have empathy and say, but I understand why you would. Because, man, that looks really good. But today's the day to get on the treadmill. Today's the day to do something healthy for ourselves. So that's what this is. Today is the day to make a decision to do something healthy for ourselves. Doesn't need to be a big giant thing, because again, this is our minor cards, our day-to-day cards, but it's the small things that lead to the big positives. So I hope you have an amazing day today. I hope everything goes well. And I'm not even going to try and pronounce your signature there. Stanzen and Garma. But I hope that both of you have an amazing, amazing life together. And, you know, if we look at this, it's like we all make our choices, and for good or bad, but we can always take a new action. So, be that King of Cups. Take care, and thank you all very, very much. I will see you again tomorrow. Yay.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the card.